Hi everyone, I'm Matt Swarchek, Director of Television here at Fostoria City Schools. We have a great episode of Focus on Redmen for you. We have 3 production pieces. One is Casey Finsel and Jace Boff taking you around what it's like to go through a walkthrough for a Friday night football game. We are also going to take a look at an interview by Trent Dukes of Adam Gutierrez, who's a student here at Fostoria Junior Senior High School. And we're also going to take a look at an interview with Mrs. Wolf, who is our athletic director, done by Jeremiah Bruff. But first, we're going to go to an interview with Adam Gutierrez by Trent Dukes. So take it away, Trent.
Hi, my name is Adam Gutierrez. I'm a student here at Fostoria Junior Senior High School, and today I've been asked to be interviewed by Trent Dukes. I've been going to Fostoria Schools since kindergarten. That's when it all began. Not currently. I used to, though, like way back when. I just lost interest, I guess. Yeah, I do TV production here. I help out with the live production and stuff.
Thanks, Trent. And now let's go over to Casey and Jace, who are going to take you through what it's like to go through a walkthrough for football.
Hi, I'm Casey Finsel, and I'm going to show you what it's like to go through one of our Thursday walkthrough practices and what it means for us. It's a time to get mentally focused, to prepare ourselves for the upcoming game on Friday and Saturday. Time to make sure you know what your keys are, know what everything is, to have a full, complete understanding of what it is.
Hi, I'm Jace Boff, and our Thursday practices normally start off with kickoff, and we go to kick return, punt, and punt return, and then we usually go through our wristbands do our offense. Then we go to defense. After that, normally coach says get a break and says meet you at 6 at the high school or wherever we're eating today. And now back to Finsel.
As we go through this team dinner, we are getting our bodies nourished by the people that have made the food for us. So we talk, we spend quality bonding time together as a team, and make sure that we fully understand what is going to happen as the next game approaches us. It is a time just for all of us just to spend time together and make sure that we have a good time, being as a team, and as well as preparing ourselves for our next game when the time to play comes. Oh man, this sucks.
Thank you, Casey and Jace. And now let's go to our interview with Mrs. Wolf, our athletic director, done by Jeremiah Bruff.
Currently, the football record is 2-4. That's very deceiving. Last year we started off with 3-1, but we played much weaker teams than we played this year. This year we were able to beat Scott in the opener, but we did schedule Port Clinton and Wauseon, which are very reputable and strong programs and always have been. We played those teams very tough, especially Port Clinton. We only lost to them 7-0. They were a playoff team last year, and they'll probably be a playoff team this year. So the numbers are very deceiving. We're a much stronger and much smarter football team this year than we were last year. And the front end of our league schedule, weeks 4, 5, and 6 were pretty tough. We did come off a win last week with Elmwood, and we have a tough Rossford team this week. But the back end of our league schedule is going to be a lot stronger. I'd like to see us finish 5-5 this year, but 4-6, is also a possibility. And we were 4-6 last year. But again, this year's 4-6 is a much stronger 4-6 with much more depth. And this schedule is only going to prepare us more for next year. We have a lot of kids getting a lot of experience. Next year, I'd see us finishing in the top half of the league very easily, as long as our kids continue to prepare the way they did for this season. Cross country this year is doing about as well as they normally have. We don't have as many strong standout runners as we have in the past, but our numbers overall for cross country are very good. We have a lot of boys and just below average amount of girls, but the runners have been improving. A lot of personal records set, different meets, so that's key. And we have a lot of young kids that are starting to run, and some junior high kids that are experienced running for the first time and are really enjoying it. So I predict that those numbers will continue to increase and those runners will continue to get more dedicated and get a lot stronger. So we will have some more standout kids. Volleyball, on the other hand, this year has done a complete 180 for what volleyball has been here in Fostoria for a long time. Right now they're 12-7, and they're coming off of a 2-21 season from last year, and then the previous year they only won a couple games as well. So we brought in a new coach. There's a new culture in our volleyball program. They have an opportunity to finish third in the league if they win out. We have 3 more games in the season, and they're predicted to get a fairly good seed at the tournament draw for sectionals. But it's a breath of fresh air and a whole new light on Fostoria volleyball. They've sat in the shadows for a long time, and now they're at the forefront of where we want them to be. Sporting events have evolved a lot over time. Not so much for me in my time here, but it used to be a lot easier. You had a couple teams show up and you roll a ball up, and a couple officials show up and you played the game. Anymore, we have an entire maintenance department that deals heavily with certain liability issues to make sure things are up to code for the state and federal standards. Obviously, fields need to be lined. Everything needs to be prepared, and that's all that credit goes to our maintenance staff. They spend a good part of their week doing that, especially for football. All the time that goes into painting a field, the financial obligation there is pretty large. On top of that, officials and games are typically contracted and lined up over a year in advance. There's media outlets that need to be aware of everything, rosters that need to be prepared, a lot of paperwork, a lot of little things that a lot of people take for granted until they realize that they're not there. In a football game, there's coordinating with our home band, with the visiting band, different groups that want to be recognized every single week, trying to make those community ties and involve as many people as possible in those events. And on my end, little things, just making sure that all of my support staff has everything they need to do their jobs, from ticket takers to the officials to the people, ushering the officials, making sure that there's water for the athletes and the trainer is available and the trainer has supplies. And everybody has a job to make a game go well. And for me, it's the most important thing is to make sure they all have what they need to do their jobs.
I'm going to add a question because I just thought of it. Because this is the F in the center of the field, that's new.
That's new.
And that looks pretty nice, actually. So, can you tell us, like, maybe anything, are you planning anything for the field? Anything new or any improvements or anything like that?
We do have a new director of building and grounds, and he comes in with quite a reputation for just field maintenance alone. Obviously, you've seen the stripes in the end zone, the new red F. I am told there may be a bit of a surprise for our cancer awareness game in October. It's October 23rd at the end of the season. So there may be some pink paint involved, not in the masses, but in small highlighting places. But Mr. Hassler has brought a very specific treatment schedule for all of our grass, including the baseball, softball field, football field, and all of our auxiliary areas. And I think our grass is going to be much brighter. It's going to be much stronger, and it's going to be very full. So you're going to notice a visual difference in all of our outside facilities in that area. It's again one of those things that's done in the background that people may not see, but it's a huge task to kind of overtake a treatment plan for a grass facility and making those nice and durable.
And then I'm going to ask you, like on average, how much does it cost to run a football game? Because the next question would be, I'm going to ask you to tell the viewers where if they want to donate to help any sporting events. So,
To run one football game is roughly $1,200. That goes from ticket takers, ticket sellers, officials, any of the support staff, the ushers that are assisting the officials, assisting the teams, the trainer, security. We have police officers there at every game, and we also have emergency medical staff and the ambulance that's available. So all of those people have to be paid. Once that's all said and done, it's roughly $1,200. That doesn't count what goes into concessions. We have a lot of things donated. For example, our restaurant every week will sponsor the press box and feed those people, feed the visiting administrators and coaches as well up there. So. If you would like to donate to support the Redmen athletic program, the best thing you can do is go to games and support our athletes. That gate money for any of our games funds the athletic department 100%. And what that money is, where we purchase new uniforms, new equipment, anything that the coaches need for their programs, and things that support the Redmen Leadership Initiative, where students benefit from that directly. And donating your time as well is also helpful, whether it be for different fundraisers, for the Redmen Club, for the Music Boosters, Citizens for Better Schools. Any organization you can donate your time will allow us to do things without having to pay people, thus retaining that money for our student athletes.
Thanks, Jeremiah, and everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 3 production pieces, and we look forward to seeing you again on another episode of Focus on Redmen.